Hello everybody. So today our team, the Maple Mavericks, have decided to interview Mr. Sahil Bhandari, who is a operations specialist at Canada Post. We talked to him about some important aspects of networking throughout his career, and we also asked him about some examples to give from his own experience. We all learned from this interview quite a bit, and we hope you will too. So first of all, thank you so much, Mr. Sahil, for doing this interview for us today. And I would like to begin by asking you, where do you currently work and what's your role at your organization?
First of all, thank you so much for having me. And I'm operations specialist by profession with one of the announced company, Canada Post. And my company is basically owned by Canada Post. And what I do is I'm taking care of all the operation which related to logistics and throughout North America.
Perfect. Now going on to our first question. How would you define networking and why do you think it is important in personal and professional life?
Well, the networking plays a really good part when you are into the corporation, and which helped me a lot to building all that relationship. First of all, the networking which based on is building a relationship some professionals and being around the professional, which will boost your first of all having a relationship and getting a proper knowledge of what you are doing, and on top it will help you with the professional development, right? And even also the personal development. That's what it does.
Yeah, next question.
Okay, so now your second question. Can you share any example that networking has positively impacted on your career or helped you to achieve any goal?
Oh, definitely. When I was with my previous company, which is a Transforce, and I had a very good relation with one of our client, which is also part of networking, and it was they knew my work. And once I done with my first job, and I was looking for the job, and due to because of I had a very good relationship with my client, he approached me and uh, basically gave me the job, and that too happened because of I was in contact of that person for everyday purpose.
Good. So your third question is, what are some strategies or tips you would recommend it to us for the better networking?
First of all, you have to approach those people who are professional, right? Who are doing their job and they are in corporation world. If you are into that, right? And being in the main key is being in touch with them. It's not like that the overnight, like you call someone and say like, "Hey, how are you? Good," and that, and after that you disappear for months and months, and then you go back when you need it. Networking is all about you being in that circle and keep in touch with them and learn from them. That's how it will give you benefit in future.
Great.
So, hello, Mr. Sahil. So, my fourth question to you is how do you overcome shyness and or lack of confidence while networking with the people?
So see, I can give my own personal example. At beginning, I was very shy talking to a lot of people, right? So how I overcome, I can give you guys my personal experience. I can share my personal experience basically. So I started rather than being in a group, I was with like one-to-one conversation. For example, my boss, like when I was talking to him, that was totally different. When I was talking to four people at one time, it was totally different because I used to panic. So you start with one person and get your that counting, like bring more people in your group and start talking. And the key what I learned from my school timing too, which I will bring now, shyness, which is just accept yourself and be confident whatever you say, and with time you will learn everything.
Okay, so my sixth question is what advice would you give to someone who's new to marketing and who's looking for to make their best of their efforts?
Confidence is the main key, I will say, because if you are not confident enough, then you can't do. Even if you have a good networking, right? You can't do anything in the market. If you are confident enough, like if you have lack of experience, but you know from where to gather the information and you are confident enough to use that information against that, then definitely it will be a win-win situation for you. So I will say, for me, from my personal experience, I will say the confidence.
Uh, my question is like, in your opinion, how has the role of networking evolved with the rise of digital platforms?
I can give you very good example of that, like LinkedIn, right? So all the professionals, right? Even the kids nowadays, once they are, I was never aware about that. Like 11th grade, 12th grade kids, who has their vision to grow up in that market, right? They want to be a big person, like managers. They want to have VP positions. They started now, like we still I'm learning. So LinkedIn is the main base, and where when it comes to the digital marketing, LinkedIn, like over there, like you share your information, and that's how the big companies will look into that. And there will be many professionals who are looking for someone which matches your criteria, and that's how it's evolving. And back in the days, it was no doubt the networking was the main. Still, networking exists, right? But there is, on the other hand, digital is evolving, because there are some people sitting far away from you. Like, take it like that, I will give you guys example. Like, there are certain people sitting in India, but they are getting job in US because of that, all about digital, right? They were on LinkedIn's, and there were companies looking for that kind of person, and they went through their all that information, took the interview, and after that they got hired, and they are working in US.
And yeah, with that, we would like to conclude our interview today. I'm sure we all learned a lot from Mr. Sahil about networking today, and we would just like to thank you again for your time and wish you all the best for the future.
Wish you
Thank
all
you
the
so much.
best. Thank you.
Thank you.